Hi guys, so what we're going to look at today is a new topic. We're starting to look at functions, which has some similarity with polynomials, but we're going to start out with looking at set notation, which we might have covered previously in probability. So all we need for first class is a few definitions and then use them to use set notation and interval notation. So set notation, often sets are written out like this. So set A includes 1, 3, 6, 7, and set B would include 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. These curvy brackets indicate a set or a sample. Okay. What you'll often see show up is this E sign, which kind of looks like a euro sign. This stands for element. So a number that is part of a set is an element of that set. So 1, you would write, is an element of A. Or you can also say 2 would be an element of B. Okay. A and an arch here, and B, that is the intersection of the two sets. So here you would write A and B. You'd look at numbers that are in both A and B. So I've got 3, it shows up in both, and we have 7 that shows up in both. So that's A and B. Okay, so numbers, that's the intersection of the two. If you're drawing a Venn diagram, those numbers would show up in both. A or B is the union of the two sets. So that's just basically all the numbers that are in each of the sets. So you got 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's just including everything in A and everything in B. That's a really important distinction to make between A and B and A or B. So A or B is a union, A and B is what numbers intersect. A backwards slash B are elements that are in A that are not in B. So A backwards slash B, looking through here, 1 isn't there. 1 is in A but not B. 3 is in B and A, so that doesn't include. 6 is in A but not B. And 7 is in A and also in B, so it's not in an A slash B. Then the other real set notation that you need to know here is drawing an R with kind of an extra line there stands for real numbers. So often you'll say for all elements that are real there. So that's just some notation that can come in handy. All right, cool. The only other thing we need to learn about here is looking at interval notation. So when numbers are in brackets like this and it's stated that's in interval notation, that isn't coordinates. That actually stands for, if I was drawing out a number line, and obviously you use a ruler here, you got 0, 1, 2, 3, and it will carry on either end. 1, 3 would indicate that the line starts at 1, includes everything up to 3. Now the curve bracket means that it's between these 2 points, so you need to have open circles to indicate that it doesn't include 1 or 3. Now this changes when you have, sorry, probably should have a bit more space here, when you have square brackets. So see how open bracket for the 1, so you draw that part first, open bracket, and then all the way up to 3. But this time, this time the square bracket indicates that you include this point, which means it's equal to or less than 3. So this closed circle there means you're including that number. Okay, and finally, when you have infinity in it, can have an infinity on either side. So the left hand starts at 1 once again, 2, 3. Arrow indicates it goes on. It's a closed bracket there because it's a square. And then it goes on, and then just to indicate that it's gone to infinity, you obviously don't need to keep drawing numbers. You just do an arrow to indicate that it doesn't stop. It keeps going, just like you would with graphs that you used to know. Okay, so that's quick rundown on set notation and interval notation. Make sure you take notes on this, and we'll work through exercise 5A in Wednesday's class. Thanks.